Hello guys, and welcome to being in the kitchen with Goat. And I'm going to show you a little recipe that I found online that I'm going to cook myself. So it's called black bean chicken, and I'll show you exactly what it includes. I didn't show you guys myself cutting up and making this, but that's actually salsa. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, that doesn't look like the salsa I buy in the store. Well, once you start cooking for yourself and you start making home cooked stuff on your own, you're going to realize a lot of the stuff that you're cooking at home isn't going to look like the stuff you buy out of a jar in a store. So over here, this is homemade salsa. It has all the ingredients that normal salsa has, like onions, tomatoes, cilantro, that kind of stuff. Here I have some black beans, and there I have 3 chicken breasts that I've already taken the liberty of cutting up. So I already cut the chicken breasts up. I already made the homemade salsa. But if you're going to make this, you don't need to home make your salsa. You can actually just go buy salsa and throw it in, and you can do that on your own. But I like to do things all natural, and I like to do it myself. It's part of the joy of cooking. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken breast and we're going to add it to our pot here. And what I'm actually cooking with is a slow cooker. I'm not going to be making this on the stovetop because the slow cooker allows for seasoning and the meat really just getting all that flavor just cooked right into it. So the slow cooker is what I'm using. After you get your chicken breast into there, you're going to go ahead and you're going to pour in your black beans. I'm using 2 cans of black beans, depending on the amount of servings that you want to have available to you. You can use 1 can or you can use more, but I'm using 2 because of the amount, like I said, that I'm going to be serving. So you pour in your chicken, you pour in your black beans, and then last but not least, you pour in your salsa. And that goes right on top there, just like that. And then last but not least, I'm gonna put a little bit of chicken seasoning from Mrs. Dash, just to add a little extra flavor. Just sprinkle a few dashes on top of that. And like I said, the beauty of the slow cooker is the fact that it'll allow you to season the meat while it's cooking because of how slow it cooks things. What I'm going to then do is just mix everything in here a little bit so that nothing kind of stays towards the top and nothing is limited by just being at the bottom, just to get everything in there. And this is actually going to be pretty healthy too, because again, all you saw me put in there was salsa, chicken breasts, black beans, and a little seasoning. Nothing extra. And our slow cooker for this, I'm going to put this on at, do I have my slow cooker plugged in? Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to put this on my high setting, and I'm going to allow this to cook for, we're going to do 4.5 hours. And that's it. Now I'm going to just cover with my lid and allow that to cook. To complement the chicken that I have cooking, what I'm going to do is a little bit of vegetables to add to things here. And as you can see, what I have is stir fry. This is basically a medley of vegetables. It has carrots and broccoli and different vegetables just mixed in together. So that's going to complement what we're going to be having with the chicken and the beans and such. So to start things off, I use olive oil as opposed to vegetable oil and stuff like that. Just preheat the pot with a little bit of olive oil. And while that is going on there, what I have already taken the liberty of doing is pounding up some garlic. Garlic is actually good for a lot of things. I specifically use it for flavoring, but it's actually really good for your blood pressure and stuff like that. Again, I'm no health guru. I just know what works. So while that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the bag of stir fry. Okay, so that's what our stir fry looks like now that it's out of the bag. Our pot should be pretty heated at this point, so we'll go ahead and put our garlic in there. And the garlic has already started to cook. We'll allow the garlic to just cook until brown. And then once it's brown, we'll go ahead and we'll add in our stir fry. Garlic is pretty brown now, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start adding our stir fry to the pot. And be careful because this stuff will burn if there's water being kicked back at you from the stir fry. Just go ahead and add all of our stir fried vegetables there. And now you're just going to allow this stuff to simmer until cooked. Of course, you're going to rotate in the pot as necessary so that the vegetables are properly cooked. Don't be as messy as I am. I have vegetables like falling over the side and everything, but that's because I'm holding a camera. I'm going to clean it up and this is going to come out a lot less messy. But like I said, we're now going to allow this to cook. What you can do is just to add some flavor to it so that the vegetables aren't just raw vegetables. If you prefer it that way, feel free to do so. But you can go ahead and just put some black pepper in there just to give it a little bit of spice. And if you would like to, you can also add a little bit of salt. Again, this is for only the purpose of giving flavor to the vegetables. Vegetables can be pretty boring in their state without additional things having been added. Just a little bit of, I use sea salt. I don't use regular table salt. A little sea salt added to it. That should give it a little extra flavor. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to rotate this so that the vegetables are cooked, but we're not going to overcook them. You still want to have the nutrients of the vegetables be retained while having the vegetables be cooked. So we're going to let that cook approximately 15 minutes. And then we'll come back and see its finished product. The final result of everything, as you can see, the chicken is nice and soft, breaks apart really easily. And the best part is because it is chicken breast, you're not going to be getting that tasteless meat in the middle because the slow cooker has literally taken the beans and the flavors from the salsa and cooked it into the chicken. As you can see, it falls apart very easily. So I'll go ahead and just get a little bit of the beans here on my fork with a little piece of the chicken and see how that tastes. Perfect. It tastes extremely good. The flavor of the salsa is probably the most prominent flavor here, but the beans definitely are there as well. And it tastes very good. Then we have the side of vegetables. Perfecto. And that is a quick health, well, can't use the term quick because if you're going to do this in a slow cooker, it's going to take hours for the slow cooker to do its job, but the end result will be well worth it. The vegetables literally took like 15 to 20 minutes, but this here is a very healthy meal. Beans, salsa, chicken, vegetables. That's it. You don't even have to worry about your carbs because the beans are about 18 grams of carbs per serving, which is sufficient if you're trying to maintain a low carb diet to go along with your exercise or your health plan or whatever it is. So this is just a little serving here that I put to test, but I'm going to be eating this. This is actually what it came out to. All of this is what I have. So I like to divide my food into multiple meals per day. So I'll probably have enough here to take to work with me maybe for about 2 or 3 days, and then I can cook again in the slow cooker, or I can cook some vegetables or whatever to complement it. And that's how I prepare food. So like I said, if you want to try this, I'm pretty sure you'll like it. It's very tasty, it's very healthy, and there is nothing artificial about it. So good. And there's nothing fattening about this. Anyway, I'm Goat the Great. This has been In the Kitchen with Goat, and I hope you guys appreciate it and like it. Have a good day, guys. Peace.